Catherine, great to have you here this morning. We're just going to talk a little bit about your Mercy Ministries. So just tell us a little bit in a sentence or two. What do you mean when you're talking about Mercy Ministries?
Mercy Ministries is a program that's been developed by the Illawarra Church of Christ, and which I coordinate. And our main aim is to develop a response to the needs of our world, projecting the mission of Jesus, his love and mercy, while supporting others and empowering people to live a full life, connected, growing, and helping others. That's sort of the background.
Cool.
Of
And
mercy.
why is it called mercy? What's the idea behind mercy? What's that meant to evoke?
To show compassion and love for those in need.
So tell us some examples of when you're doing your stuff day to day. What are some of the things that come up? Who are some of the people you meet? What are some of the ways in which you help people?
But some of these are case sensitive. So
Yep.
the ones I want to touch on is youth first. Now, there is a couple, and I think it's very important that you hear these particular examples to show the broad range of what Mercy Ministry actually achieves through the love of God and how he works through us. With the youth, we have been in the position to rehouse and find homes for a number of youths and other homeless adults, but I'm focusing on the youth because they're the most vulnerable. We have advocated services and provide provisions, essentials such as food, clothing. We've even coordinated legal organisations such as police and mental health to act on the behalf of these youth, these vulnerable children, people in need, so they are safe off the streets and away from violence in their own homes. And some of them into our church or into other church environments, so they have that guidance and love.
Yep. So you use the word advocacy. That might not be a word that people are familiar with. So what would be and you mentioned a couple of examples, but just so people really understand advocacy, what would be a specific example of advocacy?
It is a way you are offering channels and out, a way for them to find an answer to their situation. So you are putting people into services that help them to procure a response to their need. Something like, for instance, their health. Mercy Ministries, quite often we get this understanding that we might have to do a well-being check on somebody. We go and we find them in such a situation. So being an advocate means that we would help provide the calling of the ambulance or a resource to help their situation. Now, in the case of some like recently, Brad, I found him on a couch. He had severe epilepsy, he had no family. So he in himself had no advocate. So you automatically put yourself in that spot using the love of God. And he's ended up being into the hospital system, transported by Mercy Ministries, and now offered a position in housing. So not only did we bring the services of the hospital in place, we've put in social welfare, and using some provisions from the church, we've also provided them clothing.